but at cell phone level. Projecting is weaponizing of someone else's thought forms. Only insulting what they thought was real about their situation. Generally associating from self-confirmation and diversion, the infantile, and the abstract, at face value to them, and what was deemed predatory. This is not an accurate description of the quality of awareness as there by first person, under comprehensive and simple. And neither is it universally addressing. Despite our capacities of the past, where the opposing contrasts of what people are now in any position to recollect in recognition, the insistence that no acknowledgement of our lives in an affirmation in turn, made angsty projectiveness the measure of what was going to be that consciousness from there. But that was always going to be a given, and this youth especially. The impasses of heard and known, conditionally, as defining of this time from more than just her perspective, more grasping than ever before. The difference was all that was attempting to assert at their state of mind in moments in a day's worth of insistence about the intrinsic compared to what was comprehensive about the world around them up until that point. We ascribed more equally human and qualitatively universal natures if not diversely complicated, between humans despite this, up until this point. Where the relationship to nature here was presumptuous included what was configured to abide by causality and process as per their impression of their reality to manifest apparently. We do well to understand the complexity of ourselves between people and places, and the ability to ask what we don't know, and to understand when deciding what we are doing from here in the future I think. When nature doesn't behave according to our colors. Or when the multiplicity of peoples does not make cognizance simple. Our environment is otherwise the expression of a recycling set of narratives with a pretense, nothing is speaking literacy to us anymore. It's no secret to an inner circle that our culture extracted and purposed symbolic reference via our environment and medias, in the frames of moments in our projecting. The Simpsons, Dragons, Enemy. Social psychologies of nearly 7 years of age, things that represented whatever subjectivity in general according them. Homer is a dumb husband and out of touch with his wife, and his infantile etc. Much confluence and growth occurred over the years despite itself. These things don't represent our relationships to ourselves in so many words. But the diminishing was sanctioned all the same. The generality of context and quality could be seen. National Geographic would sequentially introduce subjects in attempt to preserve a function, the secrets of nature and geometry alongside powerful women in tourist destinations, before it reassumed its diversity towards a curious and integral of course. Music bastardized language, and into it, the subliminal and the diminishing are very obvious. Britney did it better. Creative governments are convinced for corporate interests more purposefully. More is treated as asset than is respected as principle. Respect for creativity is conditional, for example. Tabloid was tabloid. It thrives off trend and exploitation. They were almost disgusting when their traditional poster child wasn't there anymore. The ad itself, and everything fought over. Motivation, men's nature, and isolating reality, on behalf of respect, was the goal. But there was an incoherent hubris about what they wanted, in that a previous world's access to a more internationally conscious reciprocation would keep the momentum. Human exists at a different inspiration at this time, post-2020. Given what little we had to say to it apparently,